Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah Kadash. Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai been the name of his only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now we gonna get into who is the devil. Who is Satan the devil in the Bible? Okay, because there's been a lot of lies that's been told. Like the man said on Django, been a lot of lies been told here, and we gonna let the scriptures explain themselves, like it tells you to do in Isaiah 28:9 and 10. That who gonna understand the doctrine and the knowledge of the Lord, the true doctrine and the knowledge of the Lord, those that go precept upon precept. Because these people ain't got no precept for the crap that they spewing out of their mouth. But the precepts is gonna break themselves down. Okay? And if they can't do it precept upon precept, it's a lie. So we're gonna get into these scriptures, breaking down who is Satan the devil in according to the Bible, not man. All right, let's start off with Isaiah 28:9. It says, who shall he teach knowledge, and who shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Okay, you got to be like a child, like Yahweh shall say. Humble yourself like a child to the what? Verse 10. For precept must be upon precept. You got to let the precepts guide you. Because if you go by what these people talking about in the world, you're going to be confused. Okay, so now let's go to where they make the statement and add both of these things together. 12 and 9. And really, you got to add 3 with 9. You just can't read 9 by itself. It says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. So when you jump down to verse 9, that great dragon is a red dragon. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. Now the question is, did the precepts say anybody was Satan and anybody was the devil? Okay, now let's get Satan, because in the Hebrew, this is where this word comes from, and it means adversary. Now I'm gonna get it out of Esther, because Esther had something going on. It says, and Esther said, the adversary, the Satan, and enemy is this wicked Haman. Now, who was Haman? Haman was a part of the Satan, the adversary. Let's get another on this adversary. Thinking it's in Chronicles. Let me do this. Let's put in adversary. All right. Kings, that's what it is. Look at him. 1 Kings 11:14. It says another Satan. It says, and the Lord stirred up an adversary unto Solomon, Adad the Edomite. See, there's 2 precepts showing you how there was an adversary, really 3 precepts showing you who was the adversary. This Edomite, he was the king's seed in Edom. So the son of the king of the Edomites. Okay. So this adversary goes to Edom. Now Haman, let's get who Haman was connected to in verse 3. Was he a part of Edom? Look at verse 3. The first verse, it says, after these did King Azarias promote Haman the son of Mattatha, the Agagite. Now let's see who the Agagite was. 1 Samuel 15. And get right to the point in verse 8. It says, and he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive. Okay, who was the king of the Amalekites? Agag was the king of the Amalekites. Now, who is the Amalekites? Just in case we got a rookie. To lock it, Genesis 36. What is it? Verse 12. It says, and Timnah was concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. This is who the Amalekites were, the grandchildren of Esau, of Eliphaz, his firstborn son. They was his son. So his grandchildren. So they was a part of Edom. Haman was an Edomite, just like the king in First Kings, or the king's son of First King. They call both of them the adversary. Okay. Then let's connect the dragon. Let's go to Esther, because this dragon and this adversary is connected. The additions to Esther. What is it? 10 and 7. It says, and the two dragons am I and Ammon, meaning Haman, the same Haman that's in Esther in the 66 books, but this is the Apocrypha. So they was called dragons. Okay, let's get another one with this dragon situation. Numbers 21. And a lot of people miss this one. And Yahushua quoted this in John 3:16 or 3:14. Look at verse 4. It said, and they journeyed from Mount Ar by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. So they was compassing the land of Edom, okay, by the Red Sea. Mind you, Edom means red. All right, so Salakia. Now, verse 6 said the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. Now, this is pretty much doing by the Red Sea, by Edom, and then while they in over there, it says, hold on, let's get verse 5. It says, and the people spake against God and against Moses, where he brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness, for there is no bread, neither is there any water, and our soul loth for light bread. So they was by the land of Edom and the Red Sea, and it says that the people was discouraged because they was in this area. Okay, so you in the land of Edom pretty much, and you discouraged, and you having problems with your food situation, and here come the devil. See, the fiery serpents. And this is pretty much what he's saying in John 3:16, that when the serpents bit the people of Israel, but that serpent can be taken for a dragon, and that fiery, when they saying fiery, that's a red dragon, red serpent, red dragon. Now let's get King David, because he identifies who the deceiver is, and he do it on a high level. It says, the son of David, who Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul, told Saul and said unto him. So he telling Saul a bold-faced lie, pretty much, about David and the priests having conspired against him. That's in Samuel, the book of Samuel, where they tell the whole account. So this is the Edomites he's talking about. Look at verse 3. He said, and you love evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. You love all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. So he pretty much say that this man is a major deceiver. He loved being a deceiver, a devil. So you jump to 58, and he talking about the same people. He said, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. These people are the deceivers. When they born, they are the deceivers. And look at what he contrasts that deceiver with, or compared the deceiver with. He said, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear. So he's saying these folks are liars and they are dragons. See, that serpent goes for dragon too, but it's also the serpent, a liar. Then when you go into Sirach, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, they do another comparison of somebody who's trying to deceive your behind. Verse 10, it says, neither trust your enemy, for as like as iron rust, so is his wickedness. So this is a wicked enemy. A wicked enemy. And what is he doing? Verse 11, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. So okay, he is humbling himself, trying to what? Deceive you. Okay. Then when he trying to deceive you, but look what he calls him in 13. If you let him deceive you, pretty much that's what 12 saying. If you let him deceive you, 13 is saying, who will pity a trauma that is bitten with a serpent? Okay, now it's the serpent. So he's letting you know the serpent is the deceiver. Also, look at the rest of the verse. It says, and any such as come near a wild beast. So now it compares, it compares and it makes a similar to for serpent and beast. This is what Genesis 3 put both of those together. A beast and a serpent. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. So that serpent and that beast go hand in hand. This is why I say that old serpent, and it says he's the beast. Now this same dragon, let's see here, that is called Satan the devil. This same dragon that's called Satan the devil, in verse 3, it has 10 horns. Okay, so when you go to 13, it says, and I saw a beast come out of the sea having 7 heads and 10 horns. So this beast is the same as this dragon. Look at verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon that gave power unto the beast. Okay, so this is the same situation. And what did this beast do? Verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, meaning and lies. So this beast is a liar, a deceiver. The dragon is a liar and a deceiver, because it deceived the whole world. Okay, this is the same situation, because look at verse 7. It says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and overcome them, and power was given him over all kindred, tongues, and nations. So he was speaking blasphemy, speaking lies, and deceived the whole world. You see? And his focus was to make war with the saints. So this is who Satan the devil is. It's the people that's got power over the whole world, over all nations, and they're deceiving people. And them 10 horns, let's get that in 17. The 10 horns, verse 12, it says, and the 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings. Okay, these 10 kings is united. Look at verse 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. So these 10 kings is united. That's where we get the EU. See, the EU is certified for being connected to NATO, and they are the ruling power. That's why these nations like India and Russia and these other nations are saying they thinking that they the police of the world. See, they led by America, and they talking about they the police of the world. Now let's go into that serpent and that dragon. Well, King David called the serpent the wicked. He said the wicked, and in Sirach it said his don't never trust our enemy because of his wickedness. Okay, what Malachi said, who is this wicked? It says, whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So this border of wickedness is the nation of Edom. Okay, this is who the Satan is, the adversary is. Oh, let's get another one on this adversary. Because they've been making war with the saints, the beast making war with the saints, the dragon making war with the saints. This is and Haman, who was called adversary, was an Amalekite from Amalek. Let's look at verse 16 just to get to the point. It says, for he saith, because the Lord have sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So this is the main person that's controlling that dragon, or the main people that's controlling the dragon and the beast and making war with the saints. Amalek. Look at Psalms 83. This is the enemy, which is the deceiver and the adversary of Israel. Now it says, verse 4 to get the context, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. Who is it? Who's being named? The first people, the tabernacles of Edom. See, the adversary. They the main adversary. And then in verse 7 it says Amalek. This is the adversary, the Satan, the main Satan, like when Moses made the altar in Exodus, because they was going to be the Satan all the way through. Because when you go to Obadiah, the whole book of Obadiah is dedicated to this adversary and this Satan or this deceiver. And they're going to last all the way into the kingdom. Verse 21, it says, and Savior shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord. So now, in the kingdom, that's when they're going to get their punishment. That's how long they're going to survive. They didn't die off. Nobody killed them off. See, because that's the main lie that they try to tell you. And the so-called Jewish Edomites, them jokers say that America is Edom. So they don't say that they died off. Only these, these people that go to these cemetery schools, see, they pushing that lie. And let me get one more to prove that they're not exterminated. This is Numbers 24 and 20. Let me start with 17. It says, and I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now, near. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. That's Yahweh when he come to save his people. And when he rise up, see, to save them, it says he's going to destroy his enemies. And who is going to be there? It says, and Edom shall be a possession. They're going to be there. Okay, verse 20 says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up this parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So he was going to be the first heaven and the first earth. That's what in Genesis 27 and 38 and 40, it says he's going to have the blessing of ruling the heavens and the earth. Revelation 21 show you that this was his rulership. This was the rulership of the adversary of Israel and the deceiver of Israel, the Satan, the devil. It says, and I saw the new heaven and new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth was passed away. That's Amalek. See, Amalek is the ruler of that, the first heaven and the first earth, right along with the rest of the Edomites and the rest of the Gentiles. And then the New Jerusalem is going to be when Judah and the 12 tribes rule under Yahweh and the 12 apostles and the 144,000 and the elect of Israel. Okay. And so, thinking those are my major Satan. Let's get Yahweh's word. I ended on that. In 12 and 25. Matthew 12 and 25, it says, and Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city and house divided against itself shall not stand. So this is a kingdom of people, man. They have cities, they have houses. See, this is not talking about some situation where there's some fallen angels. The angels don't got no cities and houses nowhere. This is talking about a people that have cities cities and houses. Okay, and what did he call them? He says, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall his kingdom stand? His kingdom is on earth with cities and houses in it. But they try to, oh, you talking about the fallen angels and all this crap. That's a lie. This is a Satan that has what he called Peter Satan. See, Satan don't just mean no fallen angels, it mean the adversary. Now, let's get one more. Let's see here. Is it Daniel? Daniel 12. Oh, Daniel 9. Because he said, where is it? Verse 26, it says, and after 60, the 2 weeks shall, in 2 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself, and the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city. Who is the people of the prince? And see, the prince is not talking about what how some people talk about some prince of the demons or the prince of the fallen angel. No, this is the Romans that was ruling at the time. His people is gonna come, and they was the what you call it, the abominations of desolation. That let's get it in Matthew 24. 15, it said, where ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. This is the Satan, the adversary, and the deceiver is gonna be the people of the prince, meaning the nation that was ruling at this time, the Roman. And the Romans was the ones that ran the Israelites out of Jerusalem in 70 AD, ruled by the Herod. And Herod, let's go ahead and get our ended on that to get some certified proof. Let's get Herod right quick. So this is the dragon and Satan. Herod. Look at that. Born 72 BC in Edom. Herod the First, or Herod the Great, was the Roman Jewish client, king of the Herodian kingdom of Judea. He is such and such. He was born in Edom. See, Edom was the Satan and the dragon at that time. Because the Romans was called what? This is the Draco, dragon or serpent, plural dracones, was a military standard of the Roman cavalry. You see, so this is who the dragon was, and they try to make it seem like some fallen angel. But I'm gonna leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves, scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.